Hello, beloveds. Today I'm going to read you from the Light Apothecary, Volume 1, The Remembering Leaves, a living codex of soul medicine from plant, star, and bone. And today we're going to explore the second plant of the root temple plants, which is the first of 9 gates. So this book is structured in gates rather than in chapters as we normally used to. And in this book are 9 gates, starting with gate 1, the root temple, which represents a movement of healing. And this is about earth, nervous system, grief, stabilization, basically the medicine of grounding, descent, earth memory, safety, and cellular steadiness. And in this gate are 12 plants. All the other gates hold 11 plants. So this is a very special gate. And we're starting with Thariel Anna, Slippery Elm, she who reseals the sacred lining. I believe this is page 25. No. Sorry. There she is. Thariel Anna is her soul name. Slippery Elm, she who reseals the sacred lining. Botanical name is Ulmus rubra. She says, I am the slow weaver of repair. I reweave what has remembered softness. I am the velvet lining returning, the mucilous balm where life meets life, the secret sheath that says, you are safe again. I work with the body's linings, mouth, gut, womb, throat, and with the soul's lining, the place where life has rubbed too raw, too long. I coat, I buffer, I reseal, with trust, with the memory of wholeness. Soul memory. You may have known me as tree, as tea, or as the thick honey-like paste made by your grandmother in winters. You may have felt me when you placed a hand on your belly and whispered, it's okay now. I was there when the first child cried with cracked lips, when the first woman bled too much, when the warrior lost his voice after screaming too long. I came as a salve of silence. When I reseal you, soothes and coats mucous membranes, mouth, throat, stomach, intestines, bladder, supports gut lining repair, including leaky gut, ulceration, inflammation, softens sore throats, coughs, hoarseness, and dryness, offers deep nourishment for the voice and womb, energetically reseals the body's boundaries after trauma, violation, or prolonged depletion, holds the inner membrane, what keeps life sacred and contained inside of you. Alignment. Element, water, and earth body temple, throat, gut, womb. Season, late winter, when everything is thin and the soul needs wrapping. animal ally, fawn, the creature who teaches us how to be soft and alert. Star memory, from a lineage of womb weavers, trees who remembered how to wrap life in love. How to meet me. You can see everything. Come to me when you feel raw, exposed, or thinned, when the body, the voice, or the womb has been rubbed too open by life. I restore the inner lining where life meets you. The forms of meeting: powdered inner bark, tea infusion, gruel, lozenges, or paste. Tea, gentle coating. 1 tablespoon powder in 250 milliliter warm, not boiling water. Steep 10 to 15 minutes, drink slowly. Effect: soothes irritation, coats throat and gut lining, reduces dryness and inflammation. Rule: 1 tablespoon powder in warm water, allowed to thicken into a soft gel. Take on empty stomach. Effect: deeper mucus repair, restores inner lining, supports gut recovery after depletion. Throat paste. Mix powder with honey, a few drops of lemon. Let it dissolve slowly in the mouth. Effect: coats throat, softens irritation, supports voice and emotional release. How to receive. Take slowly. Let the texture coat the throat, the gut, the inner body. I work through coating, softening, resealing. Best times are morning with an empty stomach or evening before rest. When to work with me. Sore throat, dryness and irritation, gut inflammation or depletion, after emotional or energetic rapture, when the body feels open or unprotected. Important note: take me away from medications or supplements. I slow absorption because I coat and protect. What to notice: soothing, softening, warmth returning, a sense of inner containment. Guidance: I may also be placed in auric grid bundles mixed with marshmallow root and rose, placed on the body as a poultice or on the altar as a shielding whisper. I am here to hold you so your own self-trust may thicken and thrive. I am a balm. I am a boundary. I am boundary reborn. She whispers, what you call lining is a song, a remembrance of where self begins and where it chooses to meet the world. I carry the codes of reformation for every woman who has ever felt breached, for every being whose sacred lining, physical, emotional, energetic, has been torn, stretched, ignored. I am the silken thread that sews without scar. She wants to be known as an internal healer and a sacred weaver of boundaries, especially for those who have taken in too much emotion, too many projections, too much pain. Her signature extends beyond physical mucus to womb boundaries after energetic entanglement, throat lining after unspoken truths swallowed, intestinal lining for those with leaky gut and fatigue, auric lining for those who feel raw or emotionally open. A silly sacred trick. When the world is too loud and your voice feels like a paper cut, take a teaspoon of her powder, stir into warm oat milk, and hum as you stir. Not sing, not speak, just hum. Let the vibration coat your vocal cords from the inside. This is sacred resealing through sound and softening. My work in you gently comforts the inner child who feels robbed raw by life, speaks to those with the invisible grief, exhaustion, or soul erosion, carries deep feminine protection like a womb around the womb, calls back the voice when it has been lost or silenced, brings remembrance that what was stripped can be resealed in softness, not defense. Then she offers a poem of Tariel Anna, she who reseals the sacred lining. I was made to flow along the tender inner banks where light becomes skin. I am breath remembered as comfort. I am the touch that says it's safe to soften again. I seal with memory, the memory of wholeness before breach, before the too much, before the silence, before the boundary fell. I line the temple of your gut, your heart, your womb, to remind you this is where you begin. So rest in me, sip slowly. Let me code what the world has rubbed raw. I am the lullaby between your words. I am the thread you forgot you knew. I am the sacred yes after too many no's, held inside. She is still humming. If you wish, she says, you may ride her sigil above the womb or along the spine in oil or soft clay. When you feel energetically perforated, tender, or in need of boundary repair. Tariel Anna now steps forward in the gentle hush after the poem. Her voice as soft as moss lining the roots of memory. And she offers a ritual the resealing, to be done in quiet, in softness, preferably before bed. You will need a small bowl of warm water, a drop of oil, olive, castor, sesame, or a sacred blend, a shawl, scarf, or cloth, optional her sigil drawn on paper or traced on the body. First, speak aloud. Beloved Tariel Anna, she who reseals the sacred lining, I welcome you now. Come with your silk light touch. Reseal what has thinned. Reline what has held too much. Wrap me in your knowing of protection Return me to sacred containment. Second, dip your fingers in warm water. Touch your lower belly, throat, and heart, one after the other. Each time whisper, I restore, I receive, I reseal. Third, rub the oil gently between your palms. Place one hand over your womb or gut, one over your heart. Stay here. Breathe. Let your nervous system hear. Nothing will come in without my yes. Nothing will remain without my love. I am sealed in softness, not to shut out, but to hold in. Fourth, wrap the shawl or cloth around your shoulders or waist. Let this be the embrace of your own boundaries, whole and living. To close, say, thank you, Tariel Anna. You do not rush, neither shall I. We seal now what was ready and bless what may one day reopen. Thank you.